Have you vlogged yet today?
Just on my iPhone walking out of the post office.
Well, obviously you're back from the post office. It's dark outside.
I'm tearing up a little bit, and it's not a joke, because
We were just checking the emails, and we got an email that kind of is blowing our minds.
I'm in shock right now. I'm in shock. You say it.
We sold Urban Decay.
Urban Decay. Where is it? Is it upstairs?
It's upstairs above my, where I put my makeup on. I look at it when I put my makeup on. I'm gonna have to pay a new painting to go up there.
Let's go look at it. Come on.
Welcome to my messy room, which I gave you a tour of before, but it's really messy right now. Urban Decay.
Can't believe it's not going to be in the house anymore. I'm not sad, I'm just in shock.
I know. This is probably one of our all-time favorite pieces that I've painted so far. And I seriously thought that this one was going to be part of my big art show, and I finally did one.
That's what I wrote to the lady this afternoon, even though we didn't discuss that. That's one of the things I said was, it's for sale, but because of the price, most likely you're not going to want it, and that's okay. We're willing to keep it because later on down the road, you're going to have an exhibition probably. And this would be one of
the paintings that goes in said exhibition.
Not anymore.
It's going to a home that loves it very much. Wow. We're up in the attic because we made prints of these paintings because we knew that eventually they would sell. This one's already sold.
In England.
Yep. And then this one's just sold.
I feel like now we need to hang this up. Put it in a frame and hang it. No, because this means all your paintings are important. But they're not all equal.
Yeah, I know.
So I really want to put this... We got to take this to a framer. There's more news. This person who bought Urban Decay also bought this one, which is gorgeous also.
Yes, I know.
And we've gotten a lot of emails about this piece too. In fact, 30 minutes ago we got an email from someone else about this piece. I wish we had a print of this one too.
But I have the picture that it's based off of, so...
Maybe your nicest piece from Florida.
Maybe. I need to go back because I was looking at the photos that I took while we were down there, and
back of Florida?
Well, I need to go back to the photos and try painting some of the photos because they're gorgeous.
Oh, right.
The photos of the sunsets that we saw in Florida. So I need to tap into that again because it's beautiful and it inspires some really beautiful paintings. Look at the color. It never fails to amaze me how color just sometimes blends together and swirls about.
How are you able to do the bottom part? I know that's been a while. This is almost a year old, this piece. When did you paint it? Last March, maybe.
I think so.
April.
Yeah. I used palette knife, I know, and I used some other things, but I think the bottom, a lot of it was palette knife and brush, and there's multiple layers. And you can see where I left some paint just on, and I didn't do anything with it because I tend to, instead of using a palette, I tend to just go straight for the canvas. Good colors. Yeah, dear.
She's getting a solid painting. Good for her.
Yeah. Wow.
We've enjoyed it for almost a year. Maybe it's time. It is time. What am I saying?
It is time. It's a challenge to myself now. Because this has been up and I've been like, I'm going to try to do another one that's as good. And like, I feel like I haven't quite gotten there, though some people may disagree, but I think that actually maybe having it out of the house is going to like propel me further.
So she's buying these 3.
Yeah.
This one too. Look at this. I want to say this in the most humble way possible. This is a life-changing moment. It comes out different when you're on camera. We were just talking about this right before I turned the camera on. But Urban Decay is not cheap. I mean, we don't discuss the prices of your paintings on a vlog. That being said, a lot of you at this point have emailed. I mean, I don't know. I've 3 or 4 emails a day about paintings in 2016, roughly. At least a couple every day. But, you know, for instance, this painting and that painting, like, they're still here because they're not cheap. And this painting falls in that category. So we still have it because
We love it so much.
well, it matters that you're comfortable with the money exchange. So most of the paintings you've become comfortable with that, I think.
And for me, the money exchange is really hard to talk about and actually realize, because I am like, I do have the artistic soul where I don't feel like I can put a price on what I paint, because to me it's a piece of me. Every painting is a piece of me. It's a part of like who I am and my soul. And like, I wrote and I told him the other day, like, I was writing it down while I was painting. I just had this thought that crossed my mind, and it was like, sometimes I bleed paint. Like, if I'm really sad and I'm really upset, I just paint it out. If I'm really happy, I just paint it out. And for me, it's a form of like soul expression. So it's pieces like this are invaluable to me, but
I think that you're able to do what you do to the highest level possible because I can handle the other side of it. No, communicating with people who are interested in purchasing the painting, and you and I discussing a price in private, and then I just go and handle that, and you just can stay creative. That's the dynamic we've set up.
almost all of my paintings to a certain extent are priceless, and to me anyways, because, you know, do you put a price on your emotions? Do you put a price on your memories? And to you, they're priceless. So, but some I look at and I think this one is dearer to my heart than others, and this is one of those. And I'm really happy and sad and like, but happier and shocked. And I was telling him, I feel like I've just started painting, you guys. I've just started selling my paintings. Really, it's been a year, maybe.
Well, that's what I told the lady about Urban Decay before she wrote back and said she wanted it for sure. I said, you know, you're only 29. I said, we're happy to hang on to it for now because in 10 years, in 20 years, you're still going to be painting. This will be more valuable. Obviously.
But, you know,
But she doesn't even want it for that. She's happy to pay for it and happy to hang it in her home and enjoy it. Because, whatever, all of us, our time is short.
Yeah.
It's many, many hours later. We're about to do a toast. adult beverages. Yay. Are you ready?
I didn't know we were filming this part.
Cheers to
a successful day that's totally unexpected, blowing my mind, and thinking about where we were 1 year ago to where we are now, and how blessed we feel.
Cheers. We gotta let Maki in.
Mackie feels blessed too.
Cheers, Maki.
He's like, I have outside time here. I could go outside on the porch here. It's so nice.
Yep. And you discovered the boxes immediately. Like you're supposed to. This is pretty good. What do you think of this?
Not what I usually drink.
We went out and spent more than usual on a bottle of whiskey. We don't ever really buy whiskey.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think the only time we've really had a bottle of whiskey in the house was when I was gifted a bottle from Megan in Korea. And I think that was the last time we had a bottle of whiskey in the house. But somebody wanted to drink whiskey.
I was going to say, we live more on the frugal side for the most part, and today call for a splurge. I think that's fair to say.
Can I say, this probably isn't something that you necessarily want to hear, but this reminds me of my brother, and that makes me happy because this is his favorite drink.
Just to recap, we have 3 paintings that we need to box. We've replaced Urban Decay on the center of the wall where we normally have our painting from our wedding in Seoul hanging, at least for the evening. We're going to try and box all 3. I don't think we're going to get all 3 done because it takes time. How long does it take to box painting? An hour?
It takes approximately an hour to box the painting. We have 3 paintings to box, which is about 3 hours worth of work. And I think we're gonna shoot for 2.
Maybe box Urban Decay tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Enjoy it for one more day. We're also thinking maybe need to snap an Instagram before we put it in a box.
I want a couple more photos.
Yeah.
Just to have, because once they go out, like, I can't exactly go back and look at them whenever I want because they're at their new homes. So I want to make sure that I get the photos so that I can go and enjoy them myself. Because, yeah, I mean, I paint these, but then they go off to their families and I can never repaint the same painting, so. About 2 a.m. you guys. We've wrapped 1 painting. We still have to wrap 1 more painting.
We were about to film it, and then you don't necessarily want to sit here and watch another fast forward of a second boxing. But it's right here. Check it out. Come on, focus. Aww. Should I show this part?
Go for it.
Why not, right? It's very powerful stuff.
Your evening inspiration. My evening inspiration is to finish packaging this painting so I can get some sleep.
Thanks for watching, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow when Urban Decay comes off the wall and into a box too. That's it. We're out of here. Hasta luego.
Bye. They're so not gonna want to watch tomorrow's video. Oh, best word, boxing.